Hi guys, welcome to my new video. So I am in a new room because I've moved house at uni and I'm in a new house now. I know the background's a bit boring and plain, but I'm trying to find somewhere more interesting to film that you can actually see me, because this is the only place that had good enough lighting that really worked on camera. So for now I'm going to film a couple of videos here, and then hopefully I'm going to get some lights or figure out some lighting sort of stuff and film somewhere with a bit of a better background. But for now just stick with it. I know it's a bit plain, but I'll try and wear kind of colourful tops or something so it's not too boring for you. So yes, I have moved house and I moved in on the weekend and bought some new furniture from IKEA. Well, my parents bought me some furniture and they bought me my absolute dream dressing table, and I am just obsessed with it. I love it so much. It's my favourite part of my new room, and I think you've got a kind of sneaky peek of it down in the corner there. If you want to see it or know more about it, then just check out my Twitter or Facebook or Instagram pages, and I'll post a picture of it and some information on there. But for now, let's get on with the video. So today I'm going to be reviewing a couple of powders and telling you a bit more about how I set my foundation. The first product I'm going to review is the MAC Prep and Prime Translucent Finishing Powder, and I got this as a loose powder. It's a really super fine powder, and it's white because obviously it's translucent, but when you put it on your face it doesn't add any colour or take any colour away. You just see through it, you just see the colour you had on underneath anyway. So it's really good. It doesn't change the colour of your foundation, and it's just so fine. It's just crazy how fine they've got this. But the problem with that is it kind of sits on every part of your face and every hair of your face. So I use this under my eyes to set my concealer under my eyes, and I use that on an unbranded small powder brush, and it's really good for that. It'll set my concealer and it will last all day, but I don't tend to use this all over my face, and I have done before, but it just makes my face look really hairy. It kind of sits on every little hair and just like, it just looks awful. It just looks so hairy. So I definitely wouldn't recommend using this on your face unless, I don't know, if you're going to buy it, try it. Obviously it might work for you. It just doesn't really work for me. So what I do use on the rest of my face is the MUA Translucent Matte Perfect powder, and this has got colour to it, although it's still translucent, so it doesn't really change the colour of your foundation. And I use this all over the rest of my face. I apply this with the Kabuki brush from MUA, and it's the F5 Kabuki brush. And I just will dab it all around my face, so I won't sort of rub it in or brush it on. I will just dab it on my face, but sometimes I brush down my neck to blend my foundation and powder down into my neck, because my neck tends to be very pale, so I just will blend it down like that. There's quite a price difference between these products. The MAC Prep and Prime powder is £20 and the MUA Matte Perfect is £2.30, so the MAC one is about 10 times more than the MUA. I don't think I'd buy the MAC one again, just for the fact that it makes my face look really hairy, and I just use it now because why wouldn't I use it when I paid £20 for it, and it works fine under my eyes anyway. With the MUA one, I probably would buy it again. I wouldn't recommend it if you want a matte powder. I don't think it's very good at actually keeping your skin looking matte. If you've seen my everyday makeup routine part 1, I apply these powders and I'll show you in there why I don't really like it and how I do apply it. But basically it just sort of isn't very matte. I use a dewy foundation and I just use it to set the foundation. I don't really use it to make my face look matte because it doesn't really do that. If you're looking for a matte powder, I would go with the Rimmel Stay Matte powders. They're really good for that. But I personally don't like matte powders, but this is why I've chosen this one. But I wanted to explain that because, yeah, it's not very good at being a matte powder, but it's good for setting foundation. So the only thing I would say about these powders is that they are very messy. They do the MAC Prep and Prime one in a pressed version, which I definitely would buy if I was going to buy it again. I don't know if I will though, because of obviously all the things I've talked about. But they don't do the MUA one in a pressed version, so it's just good to be aware that these are very messy powders, but they are easy to clean up because they're really fine and pretty translucent. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, then please subscribe, and if you like this video then click like, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, bye!